Democracy. Radio Democracy. On news, views, and entertainment. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. On news, views, and entertainment.
Radio Democracy 98.1. We believe in no political party. We have no region. We have no tribe. We believe not in social or class standing. We believe in democracy. We believe in the rule of law. We believe in good governance. We believe in people, our people. We believe in Sierra Leone. Peace. From me, Jimmy B.
We believe in the rule of law. We believe in the rule of law. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. On news, views, and entertainment. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. On news, views, and entertainment.
Alright, the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. It's exactly 7:30 am from 2 o'clock. Stay tuned as we come to you with news and current affairs program. Good morning, Salon.
From we New Englandville studio, good morning and welcome to the last edition of the program Good Morning Saloon for this week, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, now Friday, December 26, 2025, and we will bring the program to you this Friday morning. My name is Adeyemi Jackson.
And Mina Karifa to contact good morning. Inside the program this morning, President Julius Malabio say the 2026 census will then go begin go help government on how for go with development na hard to reach area than the country. The program manager for the expanded program on immunization at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Desmond Madakangbai say inside the year 2025, then give the HPV vaccine to over 1 million girl picking in the country. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy go look inside one action with the Salon Judiciary don't take against one lawyer, Augustine Sori Sembe Mara, because of statements the way they allege say he make against the judiciary.
Inside the program member see you listen to me live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and Alio Rock Metal Group. They support Radio Democracy for bringing the Good Morning Saloon program come to you, powered by AfriCell. You listen to me from across the country from the partner radio stations them: Radio Shalom 89.5 na Konadugu and Falaba District, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 11.3 na Pujon District, Radio Kolenta 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kaila, Vopad Radio na Watalun, Voice of Sando Radio 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro Pujon District, Advocacy Radio Potloko District, Radio Kat Bambi on 106.7 at Tonko Limba, and at FM on 95.9 at Moyamba District. The program na Good Morning Saloon, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can be part of the program by way go send message to the number 077-981-981 or go now we get the Democracy Facebook page. Also you go follow the program live. Drop your question or comment on the issues that we will discuss inside the program today. The program na Good Morning Saloon.
The program now Good Morning Salon, they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We go look at the first issue inside the program. The executive chairman at the Police Monitoring Board, Raymond Bob Carter, say because the board not gets better proper and safe poor condition of the workman them, now some pan the challenge will make them not able to do their work. And talk this inside one engagement where the board all with journalists them for talk what's the challenge where they face and the thing they will plan for do inside 2026. We reporter Josephine Freeman gets more in Gona report.
Produce Monitoring Board na body where government been set by the Act of Parliament inside 2013 and their mandate na for regulate and monitor the quality of export agricultural produce them na the country, and this the board done they do. As well for know waiting as some of the achievements where them be able for do and the thing them where they achieve inside 2025 make the management of the Sierra Leone Marketing and Producing Board don't all want engagement with journalists them who side then go talk about them success and challenge them for 2025 where they talk the executive chairman na the Sierra Leone Marketing and Producing Board Raymond Bob Carter talk about some of the things them where them been do inside this year.
Last year around the same time we generated about 30 something billion, millions around the same time last year. This time, and the year is yet to come to a close, we are already at about 72 billion million Oleos, and the figures are indicating that we'll finish the year with maybe around 80 millions.
But for no waiting as some of the challenge them where the board face inside this year, Raymond Bob Carter explain.
We are asking for tools to work. We are still sub-optimizing our revenue generation. So if we have tools and resources, we can do even more. Yeah, we don't have functional bikes, and I don't understand how you're going to do border monitoring. I don't understand how you're going to do extension service. I don't know how you're going to talk to farmers to engage in good agricultural practices and all that process if you don't have the tools. Well, but why should we are doing that? We are struggling. The Ministry of Finance has only given us 513,000 loans as subvention for this year. These staff are real nationalists. They are giving so much with so little.
And Seth, waiting on some of the plans them where the board go and achieve inside next year. The executive chairman Raymond Bob Carter talk more.
So where we want to go is that we want to increase our revenue by even 75% next year. And I say that cautious and clear-eyed about the fact that we work in a sector where produce prices are volatile, where commodity prices are volatile. But within that volatility, we believe that we will find new revenue streams. We'll continue to follow new revenue streams so that we will be able to contribute more money. We are committed to supporting His Excellency President's commitment that smallholder farmers in this country will be lifted from impoverishment to prosperity. And we will do what we can for that to happen.
Raymond Bob Carter end up assure say the board go work stronger one as part of them commitments, continue for generate revenue, and Seth say then go put more strength for build international relationship with them partner them, and Seth continue for support the feed salon when a government flagship program. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Josephine Freeman, they report.
The program now Good Morning Salon, it comes to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, inside the program, we take one power dance story there when the program manager for the expanded program on immunization at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Desmond Madakangbai, say inside the year 2025, then give the HPV vaccine to over 1 million girl picking in the country. In talk this inside one interview with Radio Democracy, when they talk about the thing where they achieve, challenge, and plan them for the year 2026. Dr. Desmond Madakangbai talk more to me inside this interview.
Well, I think 2025 has been a very good year, not so because of the EPI, but because of the things that we don't achieve. I will start with the most recent achievement where we do the campaign when at the HPV mark. the Human Papilloma Virus Multi-Age Cohort Campaign, because under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Dr. Austin Dembe, I think so will be done set and the CMO a clear goal that we want for eliminate cervical cancer. We are the second leading cause of cancer among women there, not alone, but women they die as a result of cervical cancer. So we introduced the vaccine in 2022 for reach gap picking them 10 years. But because we want to accelerate that process for eliminate cervical cancer, we thought and fit for do a campaign where they target girls them 11 to 18 years. So we give Maclay to girls them 11 to 18 years across the country within 10 days. When we give this HPV vaccine, we'll be set a target where we say with a reach of 1 million, of which we vaccinate more than 1 million gap picking them. So we feel say that's a big achievement, because then they go able to help for more to eliminate cervical cancer, because now a very good vaccine where other countries they don't they use long ago, save don't they use now, and we they continue now for give picking them 10 years. So if we say that be a very big achievement.
Okay, so we can look more into that, and apart from the HPV vaccine, where una say una meet una target to say una vaccinate young girl picking them for cervical cancer. So which other immunization targets we una meet inside this year?
Well, as part of immunization target, I feel say as part of the 13 routine antigens they will give, out of those 13, 11 will say would they reach a target of 90% or a target of 95%. That the pentavalent vaccines we reach the target. The oral polio vaccines that will reach with target, the measles, rubella, we don't reach with target, and a lot of the tetanus, diphtheria, we don't reach with target. The ones that we did for now below with target, now the BCG vaccine, working away Peking born, and also the malaria vaccine. But the malaria vaccine will be set a target of 90%, but we just introduce them in 2024. This is now the second year. We're going to the second year next year, April, go make with 2 years next year, 2026, but we don't see a coverage, we don't go up to 85%. But they still intensify so that by next year we don't go into the 90%, because there are a lot of challenges around vaccines we do introduce them during the first 1 year, so they intensive. And also of course we do the Mpox vaccination. Sierra Leone are one of the countries that we really use a lot of doses of the Mpox vaccination, and we see a week ago the Honorable Minister declared the Mpox over, because of also in addition to everything we do, the vaccines that play a huge role when we administer more than 180,000 doses.
Okay, so out of the 11 vaccine then the also record the highest?
Well, the highest now the pentavalent vaccines.
Then also one.
Then are the one where they protect against 5 different antigen. I'm call them pentavalent, where they can call penta vaccines. And so now we get the highest vaccine. So we get penta 1, penta 2, they get at 6 weeks, 10 weeks, and then at 14 weeks where the Peking born. So now one of the vaccines then where we get highest coverage on right now currently in the country, more than 95%.
So now let's look at how EPI they address the gap with the immunization coverage, especially in a hard to reach area them in the country.
Well, and that now really a good point, because now that make we don't just conduct, we micro planning. We don't do a well detailed micro planning across the country from what we understand. Who side then are the hard to reach areas, then who side most speaking and they will not take vaccine, or we don't take vaccine, they not complete them vaccine. Who side are the riverine communities, the mountainous communities, who side most of this and the nomadic communities, we don't identify all of them, so that and we will do targeted vaccination campaign, because so there's a lot of funding challenges now, but we want to maintain the coverage, so we don't identify all these difficult for reach areas them, so that we'll be able to do a special interventions. Also again, we don't invest a lot of cold chain equipment, we don't buy a lot of cold chain equipment, we don't supply now these areas them where then are the hard to reach, so that they all will get capacity, because most of the challenge we are they not be get outside for study vaccine. So we don't move now from 54% to 92% in terms of capacity where facilities there. And recently we don't buy more cold chain equipment, they don't just arrive. So by the time we distribute all facilities, then within Sierra Leone will get a functional cold chain. And also we don't procure a lot of motorbikes for able make the head facility staff they able to do outreach to those hard to reach challenges, and we also support them with fear on a quarterly for make them go to those hard to reach areas for make them do a lot of vaccination.
Okay, so now look at the challenges the way EPI gets for make sure say picking them and save other people and save get vaccine at the country.
Well, and the challenges we get and you know they say even though the government they contribute and good amount of money, Gavi they contribute, partners they, but there's still a financial gap when we need more resources for even maintain the cold chain infrastructure, because forget solar freezers the way they run 24 hours, the vaccines therefore be kept under refrigeration. In fact, there are certain vaccines that will be kept at -80 degrees. some days negative minus 15 degrees, negative temperature. So forget all of this running means we need a lot of sustainability in terms of electricity, in terms of the solar freezers. So we need resources even for routine maintenance of these freezers when we get in gap. And of course, the programmatic side in terms of and programmatic interventions also we need gap when we need financial resources. So really waiting EPI need, because the technical resource we get and we get people that we really good, we really understand the job, but sometimes we get financial gap when we need more for do a lot of other things, then for even procure more motorbikes, more cold chain equipment. In fact, spare part now one of the side also will get a huge gap because we need for buy spare part. As much as we buy the new equipment there, we always need for get spare part so that when there are issues, the head facility staff will really maintenance this. And also of course at the head facility level, even though we get the technical staff, but the required number of personnel, they also now they will get a challenge because at the head facility side you will see one staff they do a lot of role, and because of the number of staffs they also make delays in terms of actually delivering the intervention. And sometimes also there are also misinformations around vaccines now the community, the area where in the traditional beliefs of people within their beliefs, not to all man believe, even though hesitancy very minimal, but there are cases where they see hesitancy where we go for continuously they sensitize and mobilize people then for make them intake vaccines.
So Dr. Kamai, what go be your Christmas message and New Year message to Sierra Leoneans?
Well, a Christmas message I want for wish each and everyone a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2026, and we continue for encourage the mommy them, papa them, and all belle woman them for me and take the market. And even during this holiday, they have with facilities they open the market and available. So may person say because of Christmas, I know the care go me picking for market or this. Go care go you picking me go taking routine vaccines so that we go protect the picking and it will grow well.
Well, that's now the program manager for the expanded program on immunization at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Desmond Mada Kangbai. But they talk with me in an interview and say inside the year 2025, then give the HPV vaccine to over 1 million girls picking in the country. The program now Good Morning Salon, it comes to you live from the Society for the Democracy 98.1 FM.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and inside the program, as will be mentioned, one for the headlines to read and for say today we go look inside one disciplinary action where the Salon judiciary don't take against one lawyer Augustine Sorisembe Mara because of statement and where they allege say a make against the judiciary. And for talk about that, we get already in the studio Alphonsus BM Bani, we are the executive secretary for Human Rights Defenders Network. We are one part of the civil society organizations. Them we sign up to express statement with them pull na do this BNTM. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good Morning Salon.
Good morning.
Well, if Fambul them came member, some civil society organizations then be issue a joint statement in solidarity with Lawyers Society President Augustine Sorisembe Mara for also they emphasize the protection of human rights, protection of right to freedom of expression in civil space and professional independence. If people can remember, Augustine Sorisembe Mara, when a prominent lawyer and president of Lawyer Society, they facing disciplinary action over allegation of professional misconduct, where this now a complaint filed by Lloyd Indolo Jusu, when a deputy master and registrar of the judiciary who say accused Mr. Mara for say a use insulting language towards the judiciary officials them inside one television program, and also put up behavior where get the tendency for undermine public confidence against the judiciary. Part of the allegation also that include a 2020 conviction for criminal contempt, and also video where they show Mr. Mara also a claim on top of one Supreme Court table. Well, for can discuss about some of them things and they, and also the statement where some civil society organizations them pull in solidarity of Lawyer Sorisembe Mara, and waiting this mean towards the work of the judiciary, and also the issue of press freedom and also protection of human rights. Make we get Alphonsus BM Bani, who is the executive secretary for Human Rights Defenders Network. Mr. Bani, good morning again and welcome to the program.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
From that brief background, let we start for look at how civil society body then come in for pull a press release in solidarity of lawyer Augustine Sorisembe Mara.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, if you look at the the group of civil society, the way they sign up to this press statement, it go tell you say these are civil society way involved in governance and judicial matters. The network, as human rights defenders, one of our key principles and one of we call mandate now for ensure the safety and protection of all human rights defenders. And human rights defenders in this context, it don't necessarily mean that somebody we now professional. It involves anybody, either as an individual or as a group, where at a particular time, when they speak truth to power, when they advocate for and on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone, at that a particular time, whether on a part-time basis or on a full-time basis, you're a human rights defender. And in this context, we look at professionals like lawyers, teachers, judges, police officers, and everything. So, Sori Sengbe Mara fall within that category as human rights defender. So, one of the primary responsibility of the network as an institution, apart from this group who we all sign, one of your primary responsibility now for protect the one who they defend the rights of citizens. And so now that make we as an institution align ourselves with their other groups that they say, Lord, we come out with this statement for protect the civic space and for protect a human rights defender in this context. So we come together for come out with this statement for put our own position and encourage the General Legal Council for take appropriate action in a way no they suggest that they use them as a conduit or as a way for bully or intimidate or suppress an individual because he speak out the truth.
Okay, so now look at how an organization able to understand the allegation where they make against the lawyer Sori Sengbe Mara.
Now, what we get, we already say the deputy registrar filing a complaint to the General Legal Council, establish some claims which suggest say Sori Sengbe Mara at a particular time he be make a statement na AYV radio TV on a televised program where it suggests he discredits the judiciary, he disrespect them, he makes statement the way they undermine the integrity of the judiciary. And interestingly, that particular program where the deputy registrar refer to in claim the allegation where they make against her to the General Legal Council, me have been part of that program there. At that time, Augustine Sori Sengbe Mara with the vice chairperson of the Human Rights Commission, Victor Ailasana, and they been there at the mail, me been there at the other studio. So, and I think I don't write down what in Augustine Sori Sengbe Mara they talk. I don't know if you not get them when I play or else me the quote directly what it is suggest.
Because you did part of the program as you say, and you be there together with lawyer Sori Sengbe Mara na the televised program. What will be the exact words them or things them way lawyer Sori Sengbe Mara make or say during the program?
Let's read them verbatim because I don't want mistake for what you say. From even the audio, if you listen them, what Sori Sengbe Mara say, and I quote, he say much as he say it is. He say we are not short of quality, we are not short on quantity, we are not short on competence, but those who are qualified, but those who are competent do not make it to the bench. Other countries selected based on merit, the best of the best, and when you appear before them, you will know that you have appeared before a judge. We do not have that situation, and so politics have influenced us to the extent that the judiciary has become the sick man of the country. Unquote. That are the the words of Augustine Sori Sengbe Mara. Now we'll go for try for look at this in a different dimension.
Mr. Gbani, before you go further, you mentioned the statement where you read where lawyer Sori Sengbe Mara make during a televised program is mentioned about the quantity and also talk about the competency of lawyers. Say the country not short of quantity or competency, but also the question, the qualification of people where they make onto the bench, and also politics don't influence in terms of don't influence the work of the judiciary. But from the complaint filed so far from the judiciary, the Deputy Master and Registrar of the Judiciary, Lloyd Indolo, alleged say lawyer Sori Sengbe Mara make certain statements where they question the integrity and professionalism of the judiciary.
Well, now the technical side of the one come. You hear me? You see, in as much waiting we don't see, it will tend, you hear me, for offend the passive dignity of the judiciary. But the statement where Augustine Sori Sengbe Mara may come on the principles of free speech. I come. If you allow me, something it will help you a little bit, and it will help all. He make the statement on the principles of free speech. And even when he make them on the principle of free speech, the class way he use, he say they know they make come to the bench. That statement is too broad and too wide for make them take it too broad and too wide, and it discriminate it's so indiscriminate that it not go be appropriate for even take an action on that kind of statement. Now the reason is if Augustine Sori Sengbe Mara being talk say the statement that we talk say we are not short of we are not short on quantity, we are not short on competence, but those who are qualified, but those who are competent do not make it to the bench. Then it makes specific emphasis, law say the Chief Justice, the registrar, or the deputy registrar, then or any member of the bench of the judiciary, he named them, then that statement of Sori Sengbe Mara, it will be actionable. But what is Sori Sengbe Mara make now? The statement is too broad. He said the bench, then they refer to the institution. So it not be specific, and because it refer to a wider group of an institution, it don't suggest that statement is not actionable and indiscriminate.
But when you talk of the bench, the structure of the bench, you get the Chief Justice, you get the judges them of the Supreme Court, High Court, and you get the Magistrate Court. You get the Master and Registrar, you get the Deputy Master and Registrar, and other senior officials of the judiciary.
Now I try to tell you so. You know, if you been called any one pardon, identify a single person, whether by the office or an individual name.
Unless he mention names
of course.
Title of individual.
Yes, sir. To be candid enough, on free speech, the moment because that statement is too broad and wide.
But you not think
for be actionable.
You not think you say the statement broad and wide.
Yes,
so
because
it's broad and wide.
He said the bench.
Include that of the Chief Justice.
So because he said the bench.
But the Chief Justice is part of the bench.
I am coming. Whether the Chief Justice is part of the bench, it not refer to the Chief Justice. It not refer to the it refer to the entire judiciary. So therefore, nobody, an individual person, no, they wait for take. We even get the standing for go take a legal action on a generalized statement because it's not specific. It's not specific. It refer to the institution. It refer to the institution. So that make we come with the suggestion. The General Legal Counsel go for treat this matter cautiously. And if you look at how they present the case, they not limit them to what happened recently. They even take them back to 2020 where they suggest that Augustine Solisengbe Mara don't be criminally liable, whereby the conduct of the legal profession as a lawyer, if they don't hold you as a criminal contempt, or they don't take you as somebody who is a criminal, they don't convict you or whatsoever, it lead to something else. So we want that statement for make sure say the judiciary and every member within the judiciary for take this one as a way for open up and take appropriate steps for make this country we move forward. We all know that even in the TRC report would suggest that one of the causes of the war in this country now injustice. People don't get justice, and that the one that was in at the bench, you will get the rights, you don't get the rights. We acknowledge, we appreciate what the Chief Justice don't do, even in predecessor and the current one, what they do in terms of trying to make them put the increased public trust and confidence in the judiciary. We appreciate that one day, but this statement not really suggests that it will be actionable, because the statement itself is too wide and indiscriminate.
Okay, continue for the between the program. My name now Alphonsus BM Bani, and I'm the executive secretary for the Human Rights Defender Network Salon. As today inside the program, we look inside one action where the Salon judiciary don't take against one lawyer, Augustine Solisengbe Mara, because of statements where they allege say in make against the judiciary. The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and now na time for make we take break na the program.
See how we last camp and this farming business. Now in no more they make profits. It's all like na debully gets where they work for.
But blopa you comping. But that's not fine pan business.
But that's for waiting. I don't know why we don't take pan this business. No, they gets better. And we just come they shine like a woolly.
Let's go. If they do well thing, but you not feel say.
Me sister them. Not so debully I get so that the way I they manage me profit after I don't sell me farm markets. Now make una they see me at the shine by this farm business. So
boss here, you get this fine secret, you not tell we you sister them.
Now I they try for tell una so. Where I don't sell me farm thing them. I know they spend like how una they spend. Look you musu. Now new ladies bag you come out by so. You they trust for buy any new clothes we come out. All time una they spend pass how una they make them. Me now I they save. I they cut me coat according to me size. For LP Pandis, now make local commercial bank with in partner them. They don't start this financial and digital literacy campaign for farming community them, where they help you for manage your budget, learn you how for trust, and plenty other awareness there. We go make your business grow more and more. Save today for you tomorrow and buy.
This message they come out from Wokel Commercial Bank and UNCDF in partnership with Government of Sierra Leone with funding from European Union.
Bonanza. Well, Balestino Computer Shop don't bring come in Christmas sales bonanza. If you made a thing for buy, you smartphone the leg, iPhone 17 Pro Max, Samsungs, and smart TVs them back for sale. But in that, not so in done so. Balestino get computers them like Dell, HP, and Lenovo computers. Balestino get printers, it get musical sets them, it get the Sharp and Roach ACs them, all for sale. Rush now and go get your own. Now Balestino Computer Shop, where then at number 5 and 6 Gloucester Street. Or you can call their number 077-805-898, 076-565-432, 078-997-999. Balestino Computer Shop, they wish you Merry Christmas and a happy 2026.
Me papa send me money through MoneyGram. I go collect am na PC Foreign Exchange Bureau and the process be smooth. They even give me one fine party product as bonus. I glad it bad.
I receive 22,000 millions from my brother where they oversee and where I go now one pan PC and Sons location them for pick me money. I receive 1% bonus cash from the money we have pick up. Baba, this is not double celebration for me this Christmas.
Yes, this festive season. Get 1% cash back on your transaction when you collect $1,000 and more from any PC Foreign Exchange Bureau outlets. Enjoy a range of party products as reward for when you receive any amount of money. Now we outlet them. Oh yes, when they put gladness back now you earn. Visit we shop them for receive money from big money service them like Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA and Boku other one them. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau decide who say all your transaction they give you joy, cashbacks and fine reward them. Visit any PC and Sons location today and experience the magic of the season. Happy holiday from PC Foreign Exchange Bureau.
The program Good Morning Saloon it come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and we will present the edition of the program Good Morning Saloon. My name is Adeyemi Jackson.
And Karifatu Conte. Inside the program, we still get Alphosos Bienvani in the Executive Secretary for the Human Rights Defender Network Saloon. As today in there, so for look inside one action where the Salon Judiciary don't take against one lawyer Augustine Soiseme Mara because of statements where they allege say make against the judiciary. So, Mr. Agbamina, if you say the statement of lawyer Augustine Soiseme Mara not to misconduct, no look at waiting at the rights them way the lawyer they get under the Constitution and serve the professional rules.
Well, every lawyer gets his rights. Everybody, just like every individual. Chapter 3 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone guarantees every single individual in this country in rights. They get freedom of expression and opinion, freedom of association. All that, everybody gets a right. But every profession also gets its own ethics. They get their own principles. Now that make them get the Legal Practitioner Act of 2000, where in the complaint they make reference to the Legal Practitioner Act. They also draw reference to when the General Counsel, the General Legal Counsel, they also writes to Augustine Soiseme Mara. They make reference to the Code of Conduct of the legal profession. And let's just read some excerpt, one portion. Make reference to what I try for talk. The legal practitioners Code of Conduct Rules 2010. Now, law we take at section 4, subsection 2. Section 4, they look at acts of legal practitioners. Subsection 2, they say, they read them verbatim as he did. A legal practitioner shall act cautiously and respectfully towards all persons. They emphasize. A legal practitioner shall act cautiously and respectfully towards, they emphasize, all persons. All persons with whom he has professional contacts, including judges, other legal practitioners, court staff, litigants, witnesses, victims, and clients. And may I make emphasize the word all persons. It don't tell you the individuality of this particular clause. When you look at the statement of that gentleman, it don't refer to an individual. It refers to an institution, which is general. The Dynamic talk say the statement, even though it gets a passive interpretation, take an offense that perceived by the bench that it don't interfere with their integrity, but it is not personal. It don't refer to any individual. Now, a general term. The Dynamic would they talk say the statement itself is been too broad and unduly general to be actionable. The Dynamic I still emphasize that one day, and I bring reference to this section 2 of the Code of Conduct of Legal Practitioners. The Dynamic they talk say if we be cautious and respectful, if we cautiously and respectful. But the fact, the emphasis here is to all persons, with all persons, and this Dynamic talk say if Soiseme Mara be referred to the Chief Justice the deputy registrar or the registrar himself, or any member of the bench in name anyone pardon, automatically, I think Sori Segbe Mara, they get cause for the answer.
So you rightly say not to misconduct behavior that day.
By what?
By the words of Sori Segbe Mara, so you rightly say that.
By the words of Sori Segbe Mara, you not commit any crime will affect any individual. It suggests something, and Lord not forget, by the tail end of that statement, it make mention of politics, that we do not have that situation, and so politics have influenced us to the extent that the judiciary has become the sick man of the country. And I bring this one come back for make it just use and for buttress the previous statement where we don't talk about how we see the bench. You hear me? We don't do that in this country. When the former president of this country, Dr. Agnes Bai Koroma, sacked in vice president, where it very unconstitutional. But the same judiciary, the same bench, Bengo talk say that president, Agnes Bai Koroma, former president, didn't get the rights for sacking vice president. At the camp. So at the camp, at the time for make I put the thing into context. Why if we even bring down the issue of politics?
Mr. Bani, one go say you mentioned the sacking of the former vice president by the former president, Agnes Bai Koroma. But this one go say the action or the statement where lawyer Sori Segbe Mara make, where the judiciary think say kind of thing where go bring kind disrespect to the judiciary, and of two different things. This is a lawyer with a part of the judiciary, unlike the president with the out of the judiciary.
You don't misunderstand me what he said. I'm not telling you they are the same. I tell you the why he used the word at the camp. Understand the context of the discourse, my brother. I tell you, according to Sori Segbe Mara, in the last statement in submission, he said, we do not have that situation, and so politics have influenced us to an extent that the judiciary has become the sick man. Now, this word politics has influenced the judiciary, that the judiciary has become a sick man. Make reference to the issue of the sacking of the former vice president. I did not tell you that there are similarities. I did try for emphasize, for bring come the reason where that man used some of them statements there, where I talk say the judiciary itself, would they try for make sure say the judiciary try for rebrand themselves. Now make earlier again a reference to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission report don't get any bearing to the statement of Sori Segbe Mara. But it will suggest to you say one of the causes of conflict in this country now because people don't get justice. So at the time for being sure say we connect the dots for make we understand the angle where Sori Segbe Mara they come out, where it not bias, but it try for present the fact where I think say the judiciary for taken in a way for make them do a thorough reflection as to how, and even the government, the executive, as to how they bring come people them to the bench. That not necessarily means say we not get people them way of integrity into the bench. We not get qualified people into the bench. It talk about the general aspect of the bench. We get people that way really get integrity, we qualify, and they do their job.
Civil society body then come together, issue out a press statement. Before issuing out this press statement, when we reach out to the judiciary for get their insight as to how they consider or look at the statement where lawyer Sori Segbe Mara make.
We don't reach out to the judiciary.
What did they say?
We will not reach out to the judiciary. We will look at the face value of the allegation and why they take them. And we get concerned that the statement, based on the premises what don't lay, that the statement of Sori Segbe Mara, Augustine Sori Segbe Mara, is been too wide, unduly general to be actionable. That is all.
Before we go for break, this not the first time a lawyer or somebody in the judiciary they facing disciplinary action. If you look at the issue of Justice Alan B. Allowell, when a Supreme Court judge, presently they under suspension, and also they facing a disciplinary action, and also this also happened to lawyer Sori Segbe Mara. Whenever prominent people in the judicial and the bar, they come out and make statements. You see the judiciary, they take disciplinary action against them. What does this mean?
Well, what you talk about that, George, not to the context what they look at now, or they look at the context of Sori Sengbe Mara.
But inside they come out publicly and make statements where the judiciary not to be the right appropriate or not to be the right way for make such statements.
Yeah, well, that they don't pass. They try for make the context where they refer to on the issue of Sori Sengbe Mara, and I don't even remember. I don't even reconnect yet watching that judge be alter or say I try for make connections. And I know I make a statement on something where I not get command and control on, but they make statements on something where I get information where I know what and I get the facts before me. Now that make I make statements. So I know I accept what they suggest to me. They always make sure say I make reference to what I know and what I believe say now the right thing. Now that we come out with a statement, because the issue is that the General Legal Council now the body where they for control the conduct of the legal profession, so that anybody will fall short before you go first in a court, that body they arbitrate and see and caution you or whatsoever. But what would they try for say that make, if you look at we press statement, an area they will lay emphasis that disciplinary process must uphold the principle of accountability and integrity rather than serving the interests of institutional self-defense. So in other words, would they try for remind the General Legal Council that they for do their job, they're not the day for can protect the judiciary itself. Not to protect they protect, or for can serve as a self-defense for the judiciary. They look at what will they try for present now for make the General Legal Council handle this matter without fear and without favor. That is our own call, because the moment you begin to do that one day, it don't undermine the principle of free speech. It don't undermine the principles of even lawyers and for do their job as lawyers. Even though they're lawyers, they get the right for express their opinion, and that make the gentleman, to me, I think he was so professional, because he not ever make the attempt for call a single name or refer to a particular office, but he said the bench. That makes it, I just still continue for emphasize, that makes the word is so broad and unduly general to be actionable. So now that kind of thing they try for blinker. I will not talk say sometimes, the judiciary no go passive and that way they, because if you I play devil's advocate anyway. Well, like when you talk say we are not short on quality, we are not short on competence, but those who are qualified, but those who are competent do not make it to the bench. Now, if this statement you want really analyze her, this statement not they directly targets the bench, because not to the bench they appoint themselves. Now the executive they do appointment of judges, the president. So now the president office for CAP, office of the president for say na me your office, this man they challenge the one they appoint. So not only the judiciary, they say do not make it to the bench. Do not make it to the bench, which means the judiciary, the executive can decide for take anybody where they want for bring them into the bench. That don't necessarily mean say the one they are not qualified, they are not competent. But according to Ram, he said do not make it to the bench. So therefore, the executive now them wholly gets the issue of appointment, and that the same thing make it bring come a second agenda to that statement. We talk about how politics don't influence the judiciary to the extent that the judiciary don't become a sick man of this country. And the appointment of judges, now the president, the chief justice never appoint judge.
Okay, continue for the between the program in name na Alphonsus Bani, we na the Executive Secretary Human Rights Defenders Network, we na one part the civil society organizations them where we sign up to one press statement with them pull in solidarity of lawyers so Isengbe Mara for sake of the disciplinary action where they facing now over statement where they allegedly make against the judiciary. Continue for the between the program Good Morning Salon. They continue inside the program now. We'll go for this break.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA.
Lucky I small. Now imagine say the day where you born your pikin, you open UBA Kiddies bank account for him, and you begin save just 1,000 millions no more or any amount every month done with no pressure, no wahala, just 1,000 no more. Now let me fast forward and say you pikin don't reach 13 years and it already for take NPSC exam. Don't you remember say you be done the save na UBA for you pikin in future one bye. Then you go check in UBA Kiddies account. Then boom, over 120,000 millions done the day. With no big, no stress, just peace of mind. You don't empower your pikin, you don't secure in future, and you don't also make a dream come true. All this go happen when you choose UBA for open account for your pikin. With just 250 millions, you go able open UBA Kiddies account today. All what you need for open the Kiddies account na just the pikin in birth certificate, one passport picture, valid ID card, and you, the mama or papa in passport picture or driver's license, and back utility bill from the last 3 months. Maintain minimum balance of 250 millions and enjoy free withdrawal, monthly interest, mobile and online banking with no deposit limit, plus free SMS alert. So what do you wait for? Hurry now and run come open UBA Kiddies account for you pikin and make yourself use them for the save small one. Now UBA Kiddies account get. Because small gather today mean bebe gladness tomorrow. UBA, Africa's global bank, one brand partnering for progress.
Union Trust Bank there for you. This December, get ready for smooth, fast and reliable money transfer service like never before. Union Trust Bank, we proud for telling us say, now we first begin for the Western Union money transfer service na Salone. And now, we serve the do MoneyGram, Ria, and BNB, all under one trusted roof. This is now the Union Trust Bank December Christmas promotion. Yes, December Christmas promotion. From the 1st to the 31st December 2025, for any money where you receive, now with House Street and Sanders Street branch, you stand chance for win plenty fine prizes them and gifts them this holiday season. Gifts them where you can use for family, you party, or loved one. And Seth, when you transfer with Union Trust Bank, you will get excellent rates. Yes, we will give you fine rates. So what do you wait for? This holiday season, choose convenience, choose speed, choose the pioneers. Choose Union Trust Bank money transfer service. UTB, the better bank, where they all sign us alone.
Your money is safe and you don't need for worry.
Start SL, they're ready for the 2026 population and housing census. But before they begin, they go do cartographic mapping now all the districts them, chiefdom and section, town and village them that's alone from October 2025 to 2026. What's in a cartographic mapping? Now for map all the hosts them and do one quick host or population count and place them where people then live so they go able to count everybody correct. What you make them they do them now? This is the plan before the big census. For make sure say all things set. What do you for do? Help the mapper them, show them the host them, and answer small question them of almost people in there. Now one host. Who's kind question them then go ask? They go ask about the building, household, and almost people in there now every host. No need for worry. All data whether they collect go be secret. They not go ask you for your name or show you face any side. You go know the mapper them easy one. Then go wear Start SL t-shirts, cap, ID card, and self go get letter letter of introduction. This na for benefit we all. Good data go help bring school, road, clinic, and other development to we community.
Now the time don't come, so we go bring development here for we.
So, when you see the map of them, talk to them. Make we all join on for make Mama Salone better.
Make sure say them country.
The program now Good Morning Salone, they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program, we they take one part with headlines to USAI President Julius Maada Bio. President Julius Maada Bio say the 2026 census we go begin do go help government on how for go with development and how to reach area them in the country. President Julius Maada Bio talk this way every day give in Christmas message to Salone people who say every day talk about seeing them way in government able for do inside 2025. You know Kabia gets more in gonna report.
Every year the president can address the nation every Christmas. This speech gets for do with waiting government don't do for that particular year day and waiting and plan for do. December 25, 2025, the President Julius Maada Bio been deliver in Christmas message to Salone people who say in talk about seeing them where in don't do and in area of focus inside this in speech in be talk on waiting in government and partner they don't do for the economy, democracy, good governance, peace and national development.
Christmas is a season that brings us together as families, as neighbors, and as one people. It draws us home into reflection, gratitude, faith, and renewed care for one another. At this sacred time in the Christian calendar, I bring you warm greetings and my heartfelt wishes for peace, love, and quiet joy. For many of us, Christmas is a season of faith, a time to thank the Lord for his protection and provision throughout the year. It is also a time to forgive, to share what you have, and to show kindness in meaningful ways. As 2025 draws to a close, it is right that we pause and reflect together. This year demanded patience, discipline, and collective responsibility. Difficult decisions had to be made, not for short-term comfort, but to protect stability and lay a stronger foundation for the future.
President Julius Maada Bio be they wish Salone people Merry Christmas and self be they talk about the importance of Christmas. In carry for talk about some panditin they wait and say in government don't do for give more strength to the country economy.
Throughout the year, my government worked with a clear purpose to stabilize the economy, strengthen our institutions, and safeguard the long-term interests of the Sierra Leonean people. This work was guided by cabinet decisions, national dialogue, and engagement with partners at home and abroad, always with respect for the rule of law and our democratic institutions, including our parliament. Some of these decisions were hard and our government remains firm, because our greatest resource is our people, especially our children and young people.
With all this, the president say, in government nobody challenge them, where Salone people they face, and say, in government they put in place now for address some.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, I know that many families faced real pressure this year. The cost of living weighed heavily on households. Parents worried about food and school needs. Traders and farmers faced uncertainty. I hear these concerns and I take them seriously. Today, however, we can give thanks to Almighty God for clear signs of improvement. Conditions are beginning to ease. The prices of rice and other essential goods are coming down. The exchange rate is stable. Petrol prices have reduced and remains steady. Inflation has fallen to single digits, the lowest level in nearly 20 years. This progress reflects careful economic management, increased local food production, and disciplined use of public resources. My government will continue to protect the most vulnerable and ensure that relief today does not create hardship tomorrow.
The president be same way so use this opportunity for call on Salone people and self politician them for make sure say then take part by the 2026 census.
Fellow citizens, effective planning depends on accurate information. This is why we launched the 2026 Population and Housing Census, our first full census since 2015. This census is not about politics. It is about people, fairness, and the future. It will guide how we plan schools, health centers, infrastructure, and fair allocations. It will be conducted transparently and in accordance with the law, and it will count every Sierra Leonean. I therefore call on all citizens and political parties to support this important national exercise because every Sierra Leonean counts.
President Julius Maada Bio be end up tell thank you to Salone people for the support where he say they don't give him. We make him be end up promise and say in government go continue for do plenty thing them we go benefit Salone people. For Radio Democracy, Kabia the reports.
The program Good Morning Salone continue and yourself can be part of the program by way you send a comment or text message to the number 077-981-981 or self you go now with the Democracy Facebook page. Well, inside the program we will look at another issue. The Commissioner for the National Youth Commission, Joseph Maada Lahai, say because of the political support from government and partner them, make the Commission be able to develop 5-year strategic plan, status of youth report, and support young people for land and skilling. In talk, since I want to enter with Radio Democracy, most time they talk about some of the things that the Commission able for do inside the year 2025. Joseph Maada Lahai talk more to Adeyemi Jackson inside his interview.
2025 has been a challenging year, but also I describe it as a very successful one and a promising 2026. Few highlights. I know they talk as Commissioner for August to now, I talk as Commissioner for National Youth Commission for the year 2025. So many things we don't go on from predecessors to now, ranging from how really we can position National Youth Commission as a body where they employ, create job opportunities, and also make young people they realize their potential. Number one, National Youth Commission they implement the non-traditional skills project with AFTEC, with 250 young women and did. Then they train them in skills. We as man they feel say woman of us a better kind of skill. Now that they train them. Early 2026 February, then people they graduate. And they are not only graduating, they already have a job. As they complete then their job. That MOU have been signed. That is one. Number two, another implementation currently they go on Sumbuya, when now with Syria Tropicals, the company they do there is juice them. 122 young people and did it. In skills without company need. As then done, they have a job. Number three, we get the Obasanjo Skills Training Center. We don't train for this year. We don't train 318 young men and women in different skills. Tracer studies is showing say 70% of them people they do very well. They have jobs, some they lecture, some they work back for we, now even the institution. So these are the critical things we really look at. Coming to my own time now, we don't do the strategic plan. We don't done. We don't try for shape them and align them with global trend, taking into consideration the Medium International Development Plan and the Africa Youth Charter and also the status of the youth report. That strategic plan, they be a blueprint document where this commission they use for the next 5 years. 5 key pillars. The overall goal of that strategic plan, one for see how we employ 250,000 young people in that strategic plan. Mind you, there's a target of 500,000. Georgia's strategic plan one for towards 250,000. Whereas we get the Ministry of Agriculture, we get the Ministry of Labor, we get the Ministry of Youth Affairs, so many other organizations. So this is say because it's data driven, they have the strongest conviction say this is an achievable number. Number two, we don't deepen we partnership relationship with development partners. Traditionally, we have been just with like UNDP, Now we don't deepen with relationship with key development partners. More zealous, we get the energy for support the young people there. Number one, we get the IOM. This commission, they can sign a landmark partnership agreement with IOM. That the young people there, where they come out from the irregular migrants where they can. Now, National Health Commission, they begin train them in TVET. We certify them under NCTV. Because the Obasanjo Skills Training Center will get, when National Health Commission get, they get all the accreditations in there. That is one. Still under job creation, we don't sign another MOU with the Sierra Leone Maritime Administration. 2026, we start for train 250 young people to become instructors and seafarers. Sign an MOU with Web for Jobs, who they consider with young people, then train them. The best 5, then they travel. They go train them artificial intelligence.
Commissioner, you don't highlight some of the things we, the commission, we start to implement, we for conclude or for complete. The question is, how the commission be able to achieve some of them major things here? So
there is a very strong political will, which implies government are the highest donor for all youth programs. And if we enjoy that one day, His Excellency the President is committed to seeing young people are empowered in our hearts. Hence we get that political will. We get the right staff who are motivated, who always want to do more. We can do more. So all of the good things we are talking around, and because there's a very strong political will, and the commission don't position itself to the development partners that this is a technical and professional arm for the youth sector. So for whatever thing that has to do with implementation, National Youth Commission are the lead or premier implementing partner for all youth programs. And also there's also a political will, even on the part of the Minister of Youth. He has never said no to us. So I think so we enjoy that one.
You come at a time the expectation of young people out there high in terms of getting job and also in terms of being part of the good things that the government implement. They come to an end of 2025. You think there is hope out there for young people as we roll into the new year?
I've never been an optimistic young man to how I am now optimistic for 2026. We are, well, not only me, all of me staff them so optimistic. Everybody look up to 2026 because now there's a solid foundation we don't lay for development partners, for government don't approve 2 new projects inside this budget we read. The increased allocation for the National Youth Commission by 40%, which implies 2026. The turn, it will be a year of testimony in the lives of young people. Take this, put it on record. I'm not only talking because as Adonaiah. President, the Minister of Youth have read their lips. And it very clear say we have an obligation to support young people. And we as a commission, we are committed. I want to use this opportunity on behalf of the Board of Directors, Management and staff of the National Youth Commission for wish His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, and the Vice President, Dr. Juliet Jallow, a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. And to all heads of agencies, MDAs, ministers, we wish them all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Well, that's not the commissioner for the National Youth Commission, Joseph Maada Lahai. They talk that I interviewed with Adeyemi Jackson, who say because of the political support from government and partner, they make the commission be able to develop 5-year strategic plan, status of youth reports, and support young people for land different skill in the country. The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and inside the program we still get Alphosos BM Bani in the executive secretary for the Human Rights Defendants Network Salon. As today in the also for look inside one complaint where the Salon judiciary don't take against one lawyer Augustine Soisembe Mara because of statements where they allege saying make against the judiciary. So Mr. Agbami, now that they take this from a Facebook page where they come up from Abdurrahman Tijan, they say Mr. Agbami, you see statements as broad, but it was directed to the bench which metaphorically refers to those working for the judiciary. What do you really want us to understand?
Okay, well, I'll make that possible where on Facebook people understand. The judiciary, they bench themselves, not to them constitute themselves. If you try to take a critical analysis of Augustine Soisembe Mara, a statement they target the executive because now the executive they appoint the judiciary. In the last submission, it say, but those who are qualified, but those who are competent do not make it to the bench. which means the appointment of the one for going at the bench, now the executive, that's the president. In this context, if I want to be more critical, to me, I would suggest Augustine Sorisengbe Mara, they challenge the presidency in the appointment. In this context, they challenge, they challenge the judiciary or the bench. That they do not make it to the bench, not to people they go there for themselves. Now appointment, then parliament approve.
We say the statement for the challenge the presidency. But again, let's look at the statement of lawyer Sorisengbe Mara. You think say his statement they undermine public confidence?
They undermine public confidence? Yeah. No, I go totally disagree with that statement, because that statement no get anything to do with people's perception on the judiciary. Now the conduct of the judiciary themselves, now in they determine about public confidence, not the statement. Now watching the judiciary they do, how do they dispense justice? We don't see now make a talk say the chief justice don't they do something reasonably well. Like that the first time in the history of this country when they take appeals courts, they go to the provinces. Then go McKinney, then go set up. We take the court, the appeals court to the people. That's a very good move. Okay. You hear me? But the statements, no, they change people's perception. Now, how people then they interface with the judiciary, then contact with the judiciary, how then the actions of the judiciary, the judgment of the judiciary, how they affect the community and the people. Now, in the change, they talk about people's interpretation, people's perception about the judiciary, not about the statement.
Even though appointments and they made from the executive to the judiciary, but again, let's look at it. If the presidency or the executive make appointment of certain people, where that is sent at the judiciary at the bench, and the lawyer Sorisengbe Mara seem for perhaps not get trust in them people and they
no assume.
Okay.
Please don't assume.
Allow me, Mr.
Yeah, but
allow me, please.
No, because
allow me, please.
Yeah, but
from the statements and where lawyer Sorisengbe Mara make now a televised program, seem as if it question the integrity and professionalism of certain people and way they at the bench. So if a lawyer they question the professionalism and competency of those within at the bench, what do you think say the public go think of or go make up of them?
It's a zero. Your analysis is misleading. What you present is misleading. I try for guide you, see continue for good day. Augustine Sorisengbe Mara, not at a particular time in any form, he undermine or he challenge the integrity of the one holding at the bench.
But the professionalism.
No, I'm coming. It's a misleading position in the brinker. I know they tolerate that one day. I they guide you for make you understand. The statement, as they tell you, the statement of the man is directed to the office at the council.
Let me go back to the statement. Mr. Bani, allow me, sir.
Read the statement.
Let me go back to you talk about competency. You talk about competency from lawyer Sorisengbe Mara.
Read what the man talk.
Because of politics, make.
Well, listen, no, don't whitewash. I know they told me.
Mr. Bani, allow me. Allow me.
Don't talk. I allow you.
You from the statement where you read from where you say lawyer Sorisengbe Mara make a televised program. You talk about say we're not short of quantity, we're not short of quality, but we short of people where they make onto the bench in terms of politics to influence. We influence in terms of the appointment of those where they make to the bench, and this now is something where it's like Sorisengbe Mara the question. The set of appointees and the way they make onto the bench in terms of their professionalism and the
no sir, it don't question anybody holding at the bench.
No question the judiciary.
It not question any of the one holding at the bench.
But it question the judiciary.
It question the president in way how they appoint people then to the judiciary. Now that's the question. It not question any judge. Any judge, you not even question the chief justice. You not even question the deputy registrar we filing that complaint by affidavit that he filing that complaint in the capacity as deputy registrar. There is no mention in that statement we talk about the deputy registrar.
From Human Rights Defenders Network, when you talk of the bench, who that constitute the bench?
We are talking about the judiciary, like an institution. When they refer to institution and individual, these are two different things. If I talk about the Ministry of Health, now the entire Ministry of Health, including cleaner, including the porter, including the whole institution.
So you think say
if I can't talk,
you think say the statement. You think say the statement.
Excuse me, sir. You think I allow you for make it done. What okay, discuss, Lord look at the facts, and Lord learn, not to just for talk or follow social media discussions. The moment I single you out, then I don't refer to you. Referring to an institution, would always talk say now a general statement. You not specify. It was just like the GTT report, the time where Professor David Francis then come out with the GTT report. He said the All People's Congress Party now a bunch of criminals. That's now a generalized statement.
Okay, continue for the program. In name now Alphonsus Bani, BM Bani, and in the Executive Secretary, Human Rights Defenders Network, we now one party civil society body, then we sign up to a press statement in solidarity of lawyer Suri Sengbe Mara over a complaint where the Deputy Master and Registrar of High Court make against them. Continue for the program. Inside the program, we will look at another issue. The Director General of the Salon Civil Aviation Authority, Musa Yoro Bari, say inside 2025, they be able to make different flights and begin coming at Salon as part of their commitment for reduced air transportation challenge. They talk this way if they talk about the success and challenge them for the year 2025. Musa Yoro Bari talk more to the reporter Theodore Arena inside this interview.
2025 don't be a very busy year for we. Of course, in line with we mandate, they work very hard for make sure the airports they meet the safety and the security standards. We don't work so hard for train we inspectors them for make sure they meet the criteria. So when they on the field, then they do then checks them for make sure all the service providers there and the airline and they operate in line with them standards and they.
Okay, now not only do all them things in the but we see a lot of things they happen at the airport to say not only catch different people or different things in tramadol, same so cocaine, the 19 and the how not only go about this for catching people there so
Thank you. Well, really for we the fact say we don't they catch them people there not real further than we cap. Of course, from where I take over the CAA where they do interviews that they always explain to the public that we've been careful embark on a lot of reforms. And then reform then they include reviewing the processes and the procedures then within our airports. So if we they see now with a record high levels of interceptions, and I get for make clear again when we say interception, that means say the system don't able block somebody, it don't able fish somebody out, we been get intention for smuggle, contraband or illegal substances through the airport. So I think say now really a feather now we cap for sure say the measures where we they apply, even though some people then feel say it's hideous, some people then don't want for pull shoes, some people then not feel say once they not beep by the machine then for search them, but all them measures then they nine don't really lead to this success where we don't get with their interceptions and the security standard where we get now.
Okay, you talk about success. What are some of the things that we will point out as achievement?
So I think say as a CA at the moment we get a very young staff base. We get a lot of young people in management, not only because they're young or because they're female, because we've invested a lot in the training and we needed to get them to the levels within the. As I mentioned as well, for the first time the CA don't get a lot of international agreements with ICAO, with other big CA, them South Africa, Italy, UAE, Qatar, where they give we that support today for strengthening we own capability. Recently, we don't see say we get a mission from the UK team where then they can try for help we in this we efforts for come on at this blacklist for strengthening we safety compliance. And I think say we don't see increased flight frequencies, we don't get the introduction of new flights them into Sierra Leone. We they see the movements really they move forward. So on top of that, say we launched Air Sierra Leone not too long ago, where I say it's a private entity, but as a CA we've been careful play a central role for make sure we're able to get the permits and the traffic rights into the UK. And for we get our direct flight right now and our big achievements for Sierra Leone.
Okay. So how does success here so way you don't talk about so the impact the life of Salon people and the country as a whole?
So I think say definitely aviation are one of the industries when you get to the nitty-gritty of it, you get an impact across the economy. For now we see say if we give more options then for people then for in and out of the country, it get for boost options then for even people that we want to invest. And we people that within the diaspora, we want come home and we themselves they spend a lot of money now the economy they support them families then where they are. In the long run we know say aviation can really be a catalyst not only for moving people but also for trade. And then they get for play a huge role in our economy. If we're able to grow with food now we farm them and we're able through the air connectivity export them foods them there to other other markets them day. That's something we get direct benefits to the economy and the average Sierra Leonean also.
The authority don't explain some. Now I'm going to talk about some of the challenges them we wanna go through inside 2025. What are some of the challenges there?
So definitely, I think when you head an institution and you push a reform, you're gonna have standard amount of challenges where I think most institutions then they go through. Forget people then for accept some level of change. We all also, resources are not infinite, so we get for they manage the resources where we get for able for meet we own mandates. And the global industry they change so much. So for you be able to stay on top of the standards where the international civil aviation community they get, it requires a lot of commitment to the job. So we did continue for encourage the staff them within at the CAA for really puts the national hat on and for support the leadership and the management of the CAA, so we were able to continue for build on some of these gains.
Okay, so for 2026, what are some of the vision that we get?
So we on work now rolling work. So definitely there's they stop for put improvements to safety and security. So then we key priority. We want to make sure as well we create that environment for the airline them for encourage more airlines them for come for realize Sierra Leone get all the potential, not only because of the airport and the facility where we get, but we location Nalunge really place we in a strategic point where we can easily be a hub for connecting West Africa, Europe, and even the US. So we wish for 2026 now for make sure we increase the connectivity where we do on the build on, attract more carriers, improve with safety and with security ratings, and also continue this efforts for be removed from the blacklist. Thank you very much. I would like to wish His Excellency the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, the Honorable Vice President, all government ministers, the board and the staff of the SLCA and all the people in our beautiful nation a happy Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
That now the Director General now the Salon Civil Aviation Authority Musa Yorobari they talk to Theodore again inside the interview they also say inside 2025 they'll be able to make different flights and bring come na Salo with this na part of their commitment for reduce air transportation in the country. The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and inside the program will they take one extract of a statement where lawyer Sori Sengbe-Mara be make a televised program. Make we listen to the voice of lawyer Sori Sengbe-Mara.
Influence us to an extent that judiciary has become the sick man of the country. Good afternoon, madam.
Get that extract today from the statement we lawyer Sori Sengbe-Mara they make. But again, I bring you in Alfonso Bani. When you listen to the statement of lawyer Sori Sengbe-Mara, they question the competency of the one them we make the bar, but they question the quantity, but the question in concern that those we qualify we're supposed to make out to the bench, not to get the opportunity for make out to the bench. I asked you earlier on about the issue of whether it question the professionalism or the integrity of the judiciary, and from waiting I say is that waiting lawyer Sori Sengbe-Mara says that, but whilst we try for
Adeyemi, so now we can take the extract back as we decided the try for put them together. Okay. Okay, the program Good Morning Salon they continue as we try for
competence. But those who are qualified, those who are competent, do not. We are not short on quality. We are not short on competence. But those who are qualified, those who are competent, do not make it to the bench. In other countries, they select based on merit, best of the best. They sit on the bench. When you appear before them, you will know that you have appeared before a judge. We do not have that situation. And so politics has influenced us to an extent that judiciary has become the sick man of the country.
Mr. Bani, this is just extract of the statement where lawyer Sorisembe Mara make na a televised program. First, what do you make up of the statement? How you go describe the statement?
The statement to we as human rights defenders now a free speech. You know, by any way undermine the integrity of any member of the bench. By any member of the bench. Even though the statements as they talk and tend for offend the perceived dignity of the judiciary. But in any way or manner where it challenge the integrity, the competence of we judges. That make the statement are always, as I talked earlier, that the statement is too general, is too broad, okay. That unduly general for be actionable.
Mr. Bani, earlier on, asked you a question where you said try to mislead the public. But again, when you listen to from the extract of lawyer Sorisembe Mara, another question the quantity, another question the competency. But again, it said those were qualified were supposed to make them to the bench, nor the make them. So in other words, it's like lawyer Sorisembe Mara's the question, the integrity and professionalism of the one that way they right now at the bench.
No, sir, I disagree with you. That not the spirit and interpretation of what you assume.
Are you going to describe?
No, that's your own assumption.
No, but
the man say they not talk about the one that who did it.
Yeah, but he said the one that way qualified, the one that way qualified,
the one that way qualified, the one that way competent, not the make to the bench.
So what about the one that way they did right now?
He not talk anything about them. He did not say anything about them. Read and understand the context. He did not say anything about them. He talked about the appointment that the president know they take them when they are. He not talk anything about the one they did. There is nothing about in his own statement where talks the current judiciary, the current bench, they're not competent. If he said that they say they even subscribe to them candidate, and I know how the judiciary don't they transform, don't they respond to the people's perception in this country, give a new face value to the judiciary so that people then go begin build confidence and trust in the judicial system.
So in all of this, waiting on the call for.
All what we try for talk is that we just encourage the general legal counsel for ensure say they do their job fairly, and we appreciate the way they even put their couch in the letter where they send to Augustine Sorisembe Mara. As at this point in time, there's not about inquiry. They follow the due process we lay down in the law, and they don't ask Augustine Sorisembe Mara for present in your side of the story. And that and the beauty of the law. You give opportunity for hear the other side, and they don't give that opportunity for make it present. So they present, then go for Sidona and analyze that for see whether there is sufficient evidence so they suggest that they institute an inquiry. So all what they say is the General Legal Counsel gets a responsibility and they for do their job, and nobody or institution not for use that particular sector of society as a way for defend their own institution or whatever they conduct. That will say, that will reflect in we own press release that when disciplinary action they take place, will not foresee the institution for be used as a self-defense for an institution.
Continue for inside the program now. Good Morning Salon, and inside the program we start for look at messages and we family out there don't they send, and this one from we 077981981 say so lawyer Sorisembe Mara's statement is an insult to the bench as a whole. His statement insinuates that the whole of the judiciary has no qualified member. He should face the music.
This other one from a Facebook page from Idrissa Bangura, they say this man is the same counsel who desecrated the High Court's #1 by working on top of the decks used by judges to administer justice.
This one from Joseph Josiah on our Facebook page say the judiciary just want to intimidate lawyer. It is not a question. It's crystal clear that no institution has integrity in this country.
This other one from Mohammed F.S. Kamara on our Facebook page, they say, to be honest with you, on the issue of the judiciary of this country, it's not good to write home about. Too much politics and lack of public interest. I lost trust in our country judiciary.
This one from Mohamed A. Kamara say another aspect of the judiciary feel embarrassed towards lawyers to resend their statement by saying even election cases are still in court, yet still pending, not looking into they alone political favor.
This other one again from Lolo now Facebook page. She say the political exposed lawyers them na salon na them boku pass the neutral one them. The law profession right now na the most corrupt na the well this country.
This one from Super Caps today now Facebook page say the law profession is no longer an admired profession anymore because most lawyers are now politicians penetrated by politicians of political parties, which is not good for our country. From the Bar Association election in Kenema, which was having alleged election fraud, that brings up the problem among lawyers. As a noble profession, the public is asking for lawyers to come together, share their experiences to develop the judiciary for the general good of Mama Salon.
Okay, well that's not some of the message we don't come now the program, so we come to Mr. Gbami for response to some of them.
Yeah, I want to tell plenty thank to the one that were able to get time for send the message to me. I appreciate, and they tell you that not to the statement of Augustine Solisengbe Mara, where they make people then lost their trust and confidence on the judiciary, but now how people then see the conduct of the courts now in. And so with that, I want to tell them all thank you. But let's just come into context. If you look at the current complaint of the deputy registrar, it brings down the incidents of 2020. And that incident of 2020, to me personally at that time, I condemn the action and the conduct of Augustine Solisengbe Mara that particular time it was inappropriate, it not been correct at all. I condemn her. And there is no way I be even subscribed to that kind of conduct today, because no matter what, no matter how you aggrieve, you get for also behave professionally. And I think at that time, there was all reasonable action for the taking. I don't know whether at that I not follow the conduct or the work of the general legal counsel at that time, whether they be institute an inquiry or whatsoever, and whether it don't already address the issue of contempt of court. I think they don't address that one and they don't sort it out. So for now, to me, I don't see any reason why the deputy registrar for bring that kind of situation in this context. We bring to we the women who see them, and that make we try for come out with that kind of statement. The women who they bring down the camp, it suggests that there is a way where the one used for silence Augustine Solisengbe Mara, where I think say not appropriate. Then somebody talk about the lawyers in this country where don't become political. I totally agree the way you classify, the way you make a statement that most lawyers and you still get some lawyers in this country where are political, where not even belong to any political party, where you can see trust. You get some of them where as they open their mouth, they talk. You don't say this are APC, this are SFPP. The same thing like civil society. As somebody open mouth, as they begin talk, they don't straight say this one are SFPP, this are APC. But what would they try for encourage that the lawyers them for come back together for make sure say they become now one of the arm of the judicial system in this country, where they also help for build public trust on the judicial system in this country. If they are divided, then they tell you, they give you something else, how the judicial system is so politically divided in this country. So all what things that happen in this country, not to something abstract or not to Solisengbe Mara can begin now. Now, what you don't even lay down from the TRC report that something needs to be done in the judicial system. We're glad that there are a lot of infrastructure development that happen at the judiciary. But it's like the parable where it talks, say, you take the horse na water, but you don't force the horse for drink water. So if there is institutional changes, the next thing we'll foresee now the soft component. The meaning of the whole aspect of the judiciary is to give meaning to law. And how do they give meaning to law? By interpretation. And so we foresee the one day where they give justice, let the interpreter fairly and within the ambit of the law. The whole aspect of the law is the law and the facts, not based on assumption or opinion.
Okay, plenty thank you. Program named Alphonsus Bien Bani in the executive secretary in the Human Rights Defender Network Salon. As today be there also for looking at one complaint where the salon judiciary don't take against one lawyer, Augustine Sorise Memara, because of statements where they allege say in make against the judiciary. Plenty thank you for joining at the program. When I had this edition of the program, Good Morning Salon, go left for today, Friday, December 26, 2025. Plenty thank you to the producer Michael Sambola, with support from Kabe and Mangi Mansaye, and to DJ Keman for technical support. Fatmata Samoa and Mary Kamarabango make una watch you live on Facebook page, and we'll present this program come to this Friday morning. My name is Kaifa to content.
And Adeyemi Jackson is a good man.